Morning, where are we going?
Disney World.
Yeah.
Next stop. Well, next stop is gasoline, because that's usually the next stop, but... place we're going that we're all really excited about is Disney's Fort Wilderness. We've been to Fort Wilderness multiple times now, and I'm always amazed at the size of it. It's definitely the largest RV park we've ever stayed in. They have almost 800 RV sites and 400 wilderness cabins on over 750 wooded acres. They have multiple lanes of drive-through check-in stations when you first arrive. Unless you registered online, then you can get your Magic Bands in advance by mail and use the My Disney app to check in. If you do that, they'll send you a text message and email you when your site is ready and let you know what site number you have. You can then skip the check-in process altogether and go straight to your site. If you happen to arrive before your site is ready, there is a designated RV and trailer parking lot. They allow you to park there and wait, or you can even leave your rig there and use the free Disney transportation to get to the parks or to Disney Springs. We actually used that lot on our checkout day to get some bonus souvenir shopping time at Disney Springs. It's a great way to get the most out of your stay without stressing over check-in and check-out times.
All right, souvenirs. Evan, he's got Donald, Isaac, a really cool shirt. Jaren already has this. And that is so adorable.
It's so soft.
The RV sites are broken down into 4 classifications. Tent or pop-up sites, which are the smallest and the cheapest, but they don't have sewer hookups. Standard full hookup sites, which are large enough for just about any size camping rig, but tend to have a little less foliage in between the sites. And finally, premium and preferred sites. The bulk of the sites are premium campsites, which are also the most expensive. These sites have a larger paved pad, accommodate up to 60-foot rigs, and are located primarily in the center of the campground, surrounding the meadow outpost and swimming pool, which is a great pool with splash pad and 67-foot water slide. There are also tennis courts, bike rentals, canoe rentals, and various other activities you can find. The other type of site is preferred, which is where we stayed this year. The preferred sites are the 1, 2, and 300 loops. We were actually in the 300 loop. Preferred campsites are a little smaller than premium, but can still accommodate up to 45-foot campers. You'll notice the yellow paint on the ground to keep you from parking out too far and being in the way of others trying to pull their rig through. So it can feel kind of tight sometimes, but in all, there actually is plenty of room to get around. The main thing the preferred sites have going for them is location. They're within walking distance of the boat launch and restaurants, but of course you can still take a bus if you want, since there are bus stops near every loop. No matter what loop you stay in though, they are all extremely clean and level. And on our drive-thru you may have already noticed how many trash cans there are, so you're never far from one. And you don't have to worry too much about being close to amenities, since Fort Wilderness has their own dedicated bus lines to take you from your loop to the front of the resort, where you can catch another bus to the parks, or you can visit the Tri-Circle D Ranch for horseback riding, or you can go to the front desk, which is also where you can rent a golf cart for the length of your stay. They run somewhere around $60 a day, or of course they also let you bring your own. The buses will also take you to the other end of Fort Wilderness to Pioneer Hall, which is where you'll find the Hoop to Do Review, Trails and Buffet, Crockett's Tavern, and the Settlement Outpost. This is also where you'll find the marina where you can rent a boat, go fishing, or catch one of the free Disney transportation boats to Magic Kingdom or one of the other resorts on Bay Lake. Which is actually what we did on our first evening at Disney. We took a boat to the Contemporary Resort. And then rode a monorail, more free Disney transportation, to Epcot. It's a little more complicated than just taking the dedicated bus to Epcot from Fort Wilderness, but we love to take our time and visit as many places as possible while we're here. Maybe we'll do a future video showing some of how we handle the parks, but we're going to stick with the Fort Wilderness on this one. One of the things we think sets Fort Wilderness apart from other campgrounds is that it's all done Disney style. What I mean by that is everything sticks to a theme, and it's always well taken care of and extremely clean. Even the roads and walkways, which is what you see here, a walkway to the comfort station, which is what Disney calls their bathhouses. They're all over the campground, so you're never too far from one, and each has restrooms, showers, and laundry. You need your Magic Band to get in the laundry, and we think it's one of the nicest laundry rooms we've seen. You can pay using a credit card, or even download an app that will show you how much time is remaining on your laundry loads. So very nice. The restrooms themselves have really nice private showers, hot water, cold air conditioning, and are kept very clean. Even though we had full hookups, we chose to use these quite a bit. You will, however, need your Magic Band to get in the restrooms after hours. As far as the campsite itself, it's pretty nice. We had very thick foliage between us and the neighboring site, which made it feel very private despite its small size. There's a picnic table and grill on a crushed shell sand type area, which is great for a tent. And even though we were on the inside of the loop, we lucked out and had nothing behind us but a nice wooded area. Each site has 50 and 30 amp hookups, plus your standard electrical outlets, and they also have free cable. We love watching the exclusive Disney World channels, which give tons of info about Disney World, especially their parks. The sewer connections are very nice with threaded connections in a recessed tub with a drain, just in case you have any of those dreaded spills. For the fresh water, I didn't even need my splitter because they had two spigots and one had a splitter and they provided a hose. The hose was a nice touch for us to be able to use, but also it helps Disney since cast members routinely spray down the sites between guests. Because of this, they actually don't mind if you use sidewalk chalk. So kids, don't forget your chalk.
So tired. But we're going to breakfast. It's worth it.
But I will say one of our favorite things to do at Disney is eat. So we decided one of our mornings we should make reservations for breakfast at Trails End Buffet. It's all you can eat comfort food, and I would highly recommend it if you visit Fort Wilderness to have this breakfast.
I'm just here for the Mickey waffles and strawberries. The strawberries
The
were so
cantaloupe
good.
was good too.
It was good.
I had like a mountain of bacon.
Well, that's about all we've got for now, but there is much more to do at Fort Wilderness that we didn't even cover, so we recommend visiting DisneyWorld.com to do some more research or to plan your vacation. If you have a tip of your own or you have a question for us, leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video or it helped you out in any way, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't already, subscribe so you can see where else we end up. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.